Welcome back, my friends, to the show that never ends. Glad you could attend. Come inside, Movie Maniacs, as we take a look at this interesting send up to the Nazi exploitation type of films called Reichsführer Ss. Yes, it's about Heinrich Himmler, played by David B. Stewart III, who also directed and wrote this script, where we catch up with Himmler as he's gone to hell. He's committed suicide and gone to hell. He meets up with Erebus, who makes him remember why he is where he's at. And we see the events unfold in Heinrich Himmler's life, and that things that led up to him being put into the underworld with some mean and nasty characters. Himself being a mean and nasty character. Yes, it is an interesting film in that it's an indie film taking on the subject matter of Nazis, which is usually rough. I mean, especially with it being a period piece, because he got involved in the costumes and the sets. But let me tell you, I really enjoyed the costuming in here, and the production design of this film really felt like it was within the period of that. Now, Heinrich Himmler is an actual historical figure, so them playing around with the idea of an actual historical figure also is a bold move, I thought, on David B. Stewart's part. I like films that take chances, and this one does. Now, the subject of Nazis may make you feel a bit uncomfortable, and it should. I mean, no one's asking you to be comfortable, but seeing what this guy goes through and what ends up happening that kind of triggered him to become this really mean and nasty individual, I thought was an interesting story. Now, you also see in here Angelina Lee, who we've seen in Dangerous People, as well as a number of other films. She's in here, and I give mad respect for her. She plays Danuta, who is supposed to be the victim of Himmler, because Himmler got ill when there was an execution, and so the Fuhrer has ordered him to execute someone himself by his own hand in cold blood, and he's having a little trouble with that, and she's going to play the POW that he's supposed to take out. And I loved her performance in here, especially considering she had to play most of this role while sans clothing, again, like in Dangerous People, yet she doesn't let that hinder her performance in here as all. You got Tina Kraus in here, who we've seen in The Fappening, as well as The Lake on Clinton Road. She shows up in here as the Greta character. Always great to see her on screen. Also has an interesting character as well, and I like what they did with her and how she played it up too. There's a great gore in here as well, some dark humorous moments, some serious moments. It is really an emotional roller coaster that'll take you on, some thrilling moments. And how does it end? Well, you'll have to find out. I think if you're a fan of the Nazi exploitation type of films, you'll want to check this out. It did have some more serious tone that surprised me, not in a bad way. I thought it was edited well, even when it's in the slower parts where there isn't a lot of action. He does keep your interest in this film through his direction and through the dialogue that he has. Now, the acting in here, as I mentioned, some strong performances. Some of the other performances in here are okay. A little bit rough in spots, I think, but when you're working on a limited budget, you get what you can. So you got to take that kind of into account. On the whole, Reichsführer Ss is a bold project that I give mad props to David B. Stewart for taking on and doing a period piece with uncomfortable characters such as these and putting them in some interesting, gory, and evil situations. And I think it's worth a watch if you're a fan of Angelina Lee, if you're a fan of the Nazi exploitation types films, or if you're looking for something that's kind of set in a period, you may want to check this out. But you will have to handle some rough acting in spots where others shine through. So check it out, Reichsführer Ss. If you have seen it, leave your comments down below. Love to hear your thoughts. Thank you so much. We're so close to 1,000 subscribers, and I can only do this with your help. I appreciate every single one of you, and until next time, keep that ticket stub.